Last night I did a vision boarding exercise, and it was different than any one I've ever done before. And I thought that for some of you who are like, I'm not really a vision boarding person, that's a little wooey for me, that you might enjoy having this alternative option, which is I would say that if you are a reader or if you are somebody who has a lot of books that you don't read, or you're looking for a different entry point into doing some of this more intuitive, spiritual work. I don't know why I put spiritual in quotes because it is absolutely spiritual work. But here's another in for you. And yes, I realize that my childhood Cabbage Patch doll is behind me and I probably could start this video over again, but that's who I am. I am the almost 43-year-old woman who has a childhood Cabbage Patch doll sitting behind her. My name's Diamando. I'm an intuitive business coach. I am all about using your story and intuition and then combining it with some AI magic to give you a more amplified version of your voice. A clear, grounded, absolutely authentic version of your voice. And last night's vision board exercise was another way of doing this. So here's how it goes. You grab 14 books off of your shelf. If you don't have 14 books, grab one book. It doesn't matter. Even those of you who are like, I never read, I know you have a book lying around somewhere. But the goal is grab 14 books. You pick them at random. You let your intuition completely guide you. And once you have those books, you set them aside, you grab your journal, and you know that you're going to ask the following question 12 times, once for each month. So you're going to start and you're going to ask the question, what does January have for me? And this is a broad question. Like it could be a theme for January. It could be a message for January. It could be something that can make you smile in January. Like it's going to be whatever it's going to be. But the question is, what does January have for me? You go to your stack of books, you pick the one book that is calling to you. And as you're repeating that question, what does January have for me? What does January have for me? You're flipping through the pages of the book and you land on a page, just like when you spin a globe and you put your finger on the globe, you land on a page in the book. And when you open that book, you let your eyes kind of sort of skim the page, but not really reading. And wherever your eyes land on something that seems like it's for you, you write down that phrase, that sentence. Sometimes it's a paragraph. You write it down in your journal next to January. You do that for February through December. Why do you have 14 books? So for the 13th book, you're going to ask the question, what is my guidance for 2025, for the year? And you can say this in a lot of different ways, like, where am I? What's going to shine a light on 2025? Like, if you really want to feel abundance in 2025, where can I look to for abundance? Um, if you have a specific intention, this is where you would put that specific intention is. But I like a broad category so that the universe can give you exactly what you need. So you go to the 13th book, you ask your question, you flip through the pages, it lands, you read a sentence, you write it down in your notebook. Then the 14th book, you ask the question, what is the fear that I will be overcoming in order to live in alignment for 2025? Notice that I said you are overcoming that fear. Like there's no chance of I need to overcome this. No, you're getting past that. So go into it without that outlook. Pick the 14th book, flip through the page, land on the sentence, write it down. That's the quote associated with the fear. So that's the first part of this exercise. You now have 14 quotes. There are a bunch of other things that then you can do with that. But first, I want to say, like, take some time, look through these quotes, go do this exercise. And you don't have to use all 14 books. If you feel called to the same book 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, great. It doesn't matter. All that matters is that you trust your intuition and that you know that no matter where you land is going to be the exact right place for you to land. Yeah, so I'll give you parts 2, 3, 4, and 5 of this exercise because there are limitless possibilities after you've done this part. So make sure you're following, make sure you check in with me and, I don't know, send me a picture of the books that you choose or your favorite quote, or the one that you were like, ooh, what does that mean? Ooh, but it still spoke to you. Okay. See you on the flip side.